This stop is Tillery Street and Cadman PZ East. Next stop, Adams Street and Clint Supreme CRT. Transfers available to B25 and B52. This stop is Adams Street and Clint Supreme CRT. Next stop, Fulton Street and Smith Street. Transfers available to the A, C, F and R trains, B57, B61, B62, B65 and B26. This stop is Fulton Street and Smith Street. Next stop, Fulton Street and HOYT Street. Transfers available to the 2 and 3 trains. This stop is Fulton Street and HOYT Street. Next stop, Fulton Street and Bond Street. This stop is Fulton Street and Bond Street. Next stop, Fulton Street and Rockwell Place. This stop is Fulton Street and Rockwell Place. Next stop, Fulton Street and Lafayette Avenue. Transfer available to the G train. This stop is Fulton Street and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and South Portland Avenue. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and South Portland Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Carlton Avenue. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Carlton Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Vanderbilt Avenue. Transfer available to B69. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Vanderbilt Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Washington Avenue. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Washington Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Grand Avenue. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Grand Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Classen Avenue. Transfer available to B48. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Classen Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Franklin Avenue. Transfer available to B48. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Franklin Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Bedford Avenue. Transfers available to B44 and B44 of SBS. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Bedford Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Nostrand Avenue. Transfers available to B44 and B44 of SBS. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Nostrand Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Marcy Avenue. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Marcy Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Tompkins Avenue. Transfer available to B43. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Tompkins Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Throop Avenue. Transfer available to B43. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Throop Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Marcus Garvey Boulevard. Transfer available to B15.
JFK Airport.
This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Marcus Garvey Boulevard. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Lewis Avenue. Transfer available to B15.
JFK Airport.
This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Lewis Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Stuyvesant Avenue. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Stuyvesant Avenue. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Malcolm X Boulevard. Transfers available to B46 and B46 SBS. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Malcolm X Boulevard. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Patchen Avenue. Transfers available to the J train, Q24 and B47. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Patchen Avenue. Next stop, Kossuth Place and Bushwick Avenue. This stop is Kossuth Place and Bushwick Avenue. Next stop, DeKalb Avenue and Evergreen Avenue. This stop is DeKalb Avenue and Evergreen Avenue. Next stop, DeKalb Avenue and Myrtle Avenue. Transfers available to the M train and B54. This stop is DeKalb Avenue and Myrtle Avenue. Next stop, DeKalb Avenue and Wilson Avenue. Transfer available to B60. This stop is DeKalb Avenue and Wilson Avenue. Next stop, DeKalb Avenue and Knickerbocker Avenue. This stop is DeKalb Avenue and Knickerbocker Avenue. Next stop, DeKalb Avenue and Irving Avenue. This stop is DeKalb Avenue and Irving Avenue. Next stop, DeKalb Avenue and Wyckoff Avenue. Transfers available to the L train and B13. This stop is DeKalb Avenue and Wyckoff Avenue. Next stop, DeKalb Avenue and St. Nicholas Avenue. This stop is DeKalb Avenue and St. Nicholas Avenue. Next stop, DeKalb Avenue and Seneca Avenue. This stop is DeKalb Avenue and Seneca Avenue. Next stop, Seneca Avenue and Stockholm Street. This stop is Seneca Avenue and Stockholm Street. Next stop, Seneca Avenue and Bleecker Street. This stop is Seneca Avenue and Bleecker Street. Next stop, Seneca Avenue and Palmetto Street. Transfer available to the M train. This stop is Seneca Avenue and Palmetto Street. Next stop, Seneca Avenue and Cornelia Street. Transfer available to Q58. This stop is Seneca Avenue and Cornelia Street. Next stop, Onderdonk Avenue and Catalpa Avenue. This stop is Onderdonk Avenue and Catalpa Avenue. This is B38 to Ridgewood Catalpa Avenue. Next stop, Stanhope Street and Onderdonk Avenue. This stop is Stanhope Street and Onderdonk Avenue. Next stop, Woodward Avenue and Stanhope Street. This stop is Woodward Avenue and Stanhope Street. Next stop, Star Street and Woodward Avenue. This stop is Star Street and Woodward Avenue. Next stop, Star Street and Metropolitan Avenue. Transfer available to Q54. This stop is Star Street and Metropolitan Avenue. This is B38 to Ridgewood Metro Avenue.